Morning, I wanted to spend some time with you reviewing the CenterSuite app and how we use our credit card to um, and log the receipts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out our purchasing credit card. This is the Service First credit card. We're not going to be using the independent bank card anymore. And I'm going to use an example of getting gas because that's primarily what we're going to do. So the next thing we're going to do is open the CenterSuite app, which is on our phone here, and we will type in our username, which our username is very similar um, to mine in that it's the first letter of your first name and then your last name. You were emailed your login, but if you need to, you can just create the missing password and go from there. So obviously your balance will look a little bit different than mine, but I wanted to go through here. So for example, in this example, we're getting gas at a gas station. We used our card, we plugged it in. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a picture of the receipt of what we get. So it's not available here, but let's just say we're going to go ahead and take a picture. Okay. And what I like to do when I'm using fuel is I go ahead and save this in there. Just like saving it in the gallery of your phone, we're going to save this in there because your transaction will pop up a little bit later and we'll go ahead and save it. So let's just say this blank screen right here is a picture of your receipt. You can crop it if you need to. So use photo. And then we're going to save it to the gallery. As you can see here, here's an example of one I filled up with gas this morning. I took a picture of the receipt. So what's going to happen is then you're going to get in here and you're going to have some transactions that has happened. Okay. And for example, here's some fuel. So I would go in there, and if I didn't have a receipt or it didn't print out for me, you can look at my receipt and look where I took a picture of the gas station and the gas pump. Then I would go in here to this edit the expense information. And I usually in the description use the date that I received the fuel. And then it's important for reporting purposes that we go in here and we search through a list of transactions. And in this case, the transaction that I reviewed was this fuel. That'll be most of it. And then once you select this one, the second one will pop up as fuel. So let's see if I can detach that. No, I can't detach that. Okay. And that is how you edit those transactions. It'll show up right here if you have a picture of a receipt attached to it. As you can see right here, this time I did not get a receipt, and that's on me. But I did go in here and edit all the expenses so that I want to make sure that I do that every single time so then I can pull some reports. And it can pull reports from different things. It can pull reports for different months. So you'll be able to go in here, for example, and see a copy of your statement. It's important that we get these receipts plugged in for what they are so that then the accounting team can upload those into our balance sheet and properly allocate where the expenses are going to be done. If you are unsure what if you're unsure what transaction you need or what account number you need to pick, feel free to pick the one that you best think fits the transaction. So if it's fuel or shop supplies or a tool or something like that, or maybe you're out of town and there's a meal or a hotel, all of those should pre-populate, but just feel free to choose the best one you do. And then once you do your report, it will get reviewed by your supervisor to make sure that you have done it accurately. That's how we use this app. And I think the only other thing that I needed to show you was if you had to add a receipt. Let's use one of these that didn't have a receipt. There's a Kroger fuel. I would go back in here the next time I hopped into my app and I would attach a receipt from the receipt gallery. And as you guys remember, we did choose this one. So I'm going to attach, I would go back and look and make sure that these would be the same dates and that the pricing matches. Then I would attach the receipt to that transaction. Okay, and then you would see this little button that would confirm that the receipt has been attached. All right, please let me know if you guys have any questions. Hopefully that's helpful for you and how to use this application. It is important that people are using this card effectively, but we're not attaching receipts and we are not adding the expense information, and this needs to be done on a monthly basis to make sure that things are allocated properly in our accounting system. Please let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate your time. Thank you.